Geniuses, yes. Woohoo, creators, risk takers, excellent. Can I hear a woohoo? And that's the biggest fear that a lot of senior execs have is, I don't want to get on the call and not have the answers. You'll actually bring people along with you quicker if you say, I don't have the answer, we're working on it. One, it's an honor that they were asked. And two, they like being the person in the know. We'll get some surprising answers a lot of times that way. And that's amazing information for us because then we can either take that back and adjust where we are or find communications to make sure that maybe it's even just a rumor, right? In the absence of information, people will create their own truth. So let's find out what the rumors are and make sure that it's clear what's really going on. Yay! Thank you. Personalize the vision to your team, their career, and or personal factors. Regardless of what the answer is, the conversation is the most important part. Personalize it for them so that they can digest it in a way that they understand and can decide whether they're concerned or not. So the question was, this works really well when there is a vision or a clear vision, and sometimes change starts and then the vision isn't always clear and maybe it changes throughout the way. Did I explain that right? Okay, so the answer is to do this a lot. So when the change is first announced, you go with what you know. Based on what I know right now, this is what it means to our team. Based on what I know right now, this is what it could potentially mean for your career. But as you go forward, whether it's monthly checkpoints, quarterly checkpoints, depending on how fast your change is happening. I mean, some of the things, we were having weekly sessions with folks on my last change. So just continually doing it. A good leader would do this all the time. Two important things there, right? First, deciding before you go to the meeting that you're gonna do it, so you're actually paying attention. And two, actually having the conversation afterwards. Have different volunteers from the audience come up and practice it and, okay, did it work? Okay, do I remember where to go? What's in it for them? Whoa! So when we think about self and adjusting to the change, are they self-aware? Do they understand what they think or feel about the change? Have they thought through what it's going to take for them to adopt this? Do they have any concerns that they've shared with their leader or the change team or whoever's leading the initiative, right? And then thinking through their own goals and objectives. Like I said, what does this mean for my career? What does this mean for the metrics that I'm being held accountable for this year? But now this change affects my metrics. Maybe it makes them higher, maybe it makes them lower. Will I still be able to achieve what I've promised to achieve and get my bonus this year, right? So let them think through the things that they need to think through so they can support their people. It's not always easy for a senior leader to say, I'm not so sure about the change. Let's talk about the change. What does this mean to you? What does this mean to your teams? How do we get through it? How do we work through what we need to give our people? So that the leader comes to their own conclusion about how they should handle their team or their peer or their leader or how they're adjusting to the change. And the adoption at that point is so much greater because they figured it out for themselves. They figured it out and they own it. I was panicking, I'll tell you. And it worked.
I think your presentation did beautifully today.
Thank you. Woo! Oh, Woo! Okay. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.